I got the power. SKGG. Let's go. I got the power. Living inside me. Living inside me. Living inside me. Living inside me. I got the fire. I got the fire. Living inside me. Burning inside me. Burning inside me. Burning. Burning inside me. I got the light. I got the light. I got the light that lights the way. Burning inside me. 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 Burning and burning inside me. I got the light. Living light. Burning inside me. Burning inside me. Burning and burning. Yo people, what's up? It's your boy SKGG. Now, today I'm gonna be talking about something different. Something, I'm gonna be talking today. I'm not gonna be, playing the rhapsody of realities as I usually do. First of all, I want to welcome you to the show. Let me welcome you to the show first of all, people. Welcome to the SKGG radio show. Because this show is about God, and we're all about God, and we're focused on the number one mission, which is preaching the gospel using this show, impacting people's minds. It's all about building people's minds. Now, today I'm going to be talking about something different. I'm going to be talking about Kanye West. Yes, you heard right, Kanye West and his recent transition. Recent transition from being a Christian to from being a, let me not say worldly musician to being a Christian musician and now a preacher. And yesterday I was watching a YouTube channel about Kanye West, and this guy actually said on his own YouTube channel, I avoided talking about this for days because I ignored this because of I know that I thought that the media or the music industry is trying to create publicity. People think he's trying to create publicity for himself. And now, all I'm saying is he's not trying to create publicity for himself, because if I remember correctly, Kanye was in the hospital, right? Kanye was in the hospital. I remember watching an episode of The Kardashians. I think it was Kanye who was in the hospital at the time. That and his wife, I think it's Kim, if I'm not wrong, Kim Kardashian, yeah, one of the sisters of the Kardashians. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. All right. So get this right. He's in the hospital. He comes out of the hospital, says, I'm born again. Now, most of you would say, isn't that weird? No, I don't find that weird, because I know Kanye's past. I know what he has done, but I don't find that weird, because what God God did this before. He did it in the Bible. If you look in the book of Acts, Saul of Tarsus, for example, is an example of Kanye's, what God has done to Kanye. Saul of Tarsus is an example. Saul of Tarsus was a persecutor of Christians. Persecutor of Christians. Persecuted Christians everywhere. Every single place in Jerusalem. Everywhere they were afraid of Saul of Tarsus. If you were caught by Saul of Tarsus and you proclaimed that I am a Christian, I am a child of God, I believe that he died, I believe in Jesus, for a matter of fact. He persecuted Christians for believing in Jesus. Saul of Tarsus did the same thing. Persecuted Christians for believing in Jesus. Now, here's Kanye. Kanye is an example. Why? Because Kanye made fun of Jesus. Kanye made himself Jesus, called himself a God, made a song about coming up with a new religion. I know all the info. I know all the info about Kanye. But guess what? Jesus forgave Saul of Tarsus. Why can't he forgive Kanye? Saul of Tarsus was a killer. A killer. Someone who killed with no mercy. And yet, when it comes to Kanye, we gotta be confused as Christians. We don't believe in God's work. When I talked to my sister, she said, Kanye? Yeah, I said Kanye. But Kanye, oh my God. Kanye, why Kanye? Kanye? Yes, Kanye. Kanye West is now a Christian. This is big news in heaven. God spoke to Kanye West. He's now a man of God, preaching. There's his own big choir, the hugest choir, most beautiful choir I've ever heard sing ever. Most than all the churches out there. If you compare the churches out there, the choir that Kanye has, it's the most beautiful choir. They're preaching the gospel. Let's not persecute. Let's not, persecute. We are the ones now persecuting and looking at it as if it is wrong. But we are forgetting the part of Saul of Tarsus. All YouTubers who are Christians out there, who analyze things, try to warn people about certain people, such as Kanye, are doing the wrong thing. They forget to mention what happened to Saul of Tarsus. Saul of Tarsus was a persecutor of Jesus, made fun of Jesus as well. So much so that God had to blind him. God had to speak to him on top of a mountain and in fact blind him. Why can't he do the same thing to Kanye? Kanye had to be in a hospital for God to speak to him and say, Kanye, it's enough. Stop persecution. Stop what you're doing. It's good what he's doing. You know what he's doing? He is preaching the gospel. Just because he ain't speaking to the media does not mean he is not going to. He is joking around. No, he's not joking around. Ministers of the gospel don't have time to speak to the media. Look, Saul of Tarsus, when he became Paul, when he became born, again. Yes, when he became born again. People started saying, that guy, really, that guy. Saul of Tarsus, the persecutor of Christians. I don't believe it. He's not. He's joking around. Some thought he was joking too. But look where we are now. We have several books written by Paul. Paul means small. Because he saw the greatness of God. God spoke to him. And he said, I'd rather be a small guy. So, he used his nickname that the Romans gave him, and he called himself Paul. He was no longer Saul, because of what he saw. Now, when we get to the part of Kanye spoke. God spoke to Kanye. Kanye spoke back and said, when I get back on earth, I'm going to be on your mission. People are shocked right now. Yeah, I know. But let's look at what Saul became. He became Paul. We can't admit things that are very, very clear. Things that are already in the Bible. We forget these things. Why are we forgetting these things? Why? Why can't we just admit that God can turn a sinner into a saint? He can. It doesn't matter the past. Are we forgetting 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 17? Are we forgetting that? As Christians, are we forgetting what God said in the Bible? What Paul said in the Bible? 2 Corinthians chapter 5, Paul said it himself. If any man be in Christ, he is a new creation, a new creature, as the King James calls it. A new creature. If any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. All things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new. If God can change Paul, why can't he change Kanye? If God can turn a killer into a saint, why can't he do the same thing with the musician who criticized him, who burned him up, burned his name, talked about Lucifer a lot? I know the Lucifer topic. Don't forget, I know everything. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Don't criticize, right? Think about it. If God can change someone like Kanye, he can change anybody. He can change anybody. Don't forget that. Peace out.